Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me. Also welcome cross watchers. So this will be a general and collective messages reading for the sign of Aquarius. Also this can be for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Take it how it resonates. Okay, so we've got the Emperor, so you could be dealing with a fire sign. Also this could be you. So we've got quite a bit of fire energy here. Okay, just bear with me. Someone could be in a karmic situation. I do feel like, okay, so again, we've got Pisces energy. We have got the 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands, more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've got the Strength card, Leo, 3 of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, 8 of Cups, water energy again, Scorpio, Cancer energy, the Judgment. Could someone be starting up a new business here? Okay. Someone's going through some sort of spiritual awakening, some sort of reckoning right now, transitional stages in their life. Also someone's dealing with a bit of karma. I feel that you could have turned your back on a situation, you could have walked away, or someone could have walked away, or that's what they need to do here, Aquarius. We've got someone spying. Someone here could be stuck or tied up in a third party situation, or a toxic marriage, or a karmic situation here. Also someone here can be very judgmental, very hard, very cold with this Emperor. He's very, very closed off emotionally. He's like an ice queen. He doesn't show emotion. He doesn't show love. He doesn't do, you know, sentimentality, that sort of thing. He is just like hard as nails and powerful, sort of masculine energy. This is divine masculine energy. Very in their power, very in their strength here. Okay, also this person looks very judgmental, very possessive, very domineering. I feel like this could be someone's dad. Okay, it could be someone's dad, someone's boss. Okay, you could be starting up your own business here. With this Magician, you could be dealing with a trickster, someone that likes to manipulate someone. There's been a lot of strength testing here. Okay, a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges. I feel like someone is holding back. They're keeping their cool here. They're trying to, you know, be patient with someone here, but I feel like they're just holding back their anger. There might not be any communication right now. Things are at a standstill. Things are quiet right now because we're having the Hangman. So things are at a standstill right now. Possibly, if there is a lot of fighting going on, if there's a lot of disagreements going on, rowing, you know, take it how it resonates. Someone here feels pushed out. They feel like an outsider. They can't reach a peaceful resolution. So someone's going to be walking away from something because we're having the 8 of Cups. Someone's turning their back on something. They're trying to manifest something better here. They're going to make a judgment call here. Standing their ground, setting boundaries. Like I said, this Emperor could be you. Also, someone here is very guarded. Very, very guarded. They're defensive. They've got their guard up. Look. 9 of Wands. This could be you. Could be them. I just feel like someone is just holding back all their anger, and they're trying not to lose it. With this Justice card, I'd say this is you. In your, you know, in your power, in your strength, right? You don't want anyone to come along and tip those scales. You're trying to remain focused, balanced. You don't want anyone, you know, making you distracted or getting you off course, that sort of thing. The 9 of Wands is very much the wounded warrior card. This is about, you know, healing from turmoil, from past heartbreak, those sort of inner emotional sort of battle wounds. And someone's very paranoid and defensive here. Possibly someone's very insecure. They could be spying on someone to see what they're doing with their friends, something like that. I do feel that there could be some sort of third party going on. Okay, could be something to do with someone at work. And I feel like possibly someone here is being very cold towards someone, and I feel like someone had enough and walked away. Could be same-sex relationships here. Someone's heavily spying on someone. They're gathering information. Look, they're observing, spying, watching, keeping an eye on someone's social media. This is you being very creative, taking the initiative here. You know, manifesting other things, manifesting changes, trying to manifest more money, more abundance into your life. Also, this is about having faith in yourself and connecting with the divine. Being true to who you are, embracing your destiny, believing in yourself. You know, I can do anything, as I will it, so it be. Realizing that you've got the skills and the potential to do anything. But as I said, you could be dealing with a trickster or a manipulator. Okay. Also with this Strength card, this is about gut instincts, right? Intuition. At the moment, you're listening to your inner voice. You're going with your own judgment, a higher power here. Right? I do feel that you could be dealing with a past energy. Okay, as this is the card of revival, resurrection. Someone wanting to speak their truth. Someone wanting to say something, make an announcement. Okay? Possibly you've had that reckoning, you know, the day of reckoning. You've had that spiritual awakening. You've had that wake-up call. You are going through that transition. Okay? Someone's walked away from something here. This could have already happened, by the way. Someone's unfair here. There isn't much balance in this situation. There isn't much equal give and take in a situation, okay? As there's quite a bit of air energy. Yeah, someone's been unfair to you here. Very unfair. Causing you to feel out of sync, out of balance. Or this is what they did in the past. At the moment, I feel that you are waiting for your ships to come in. Or that's what you're trying to manifest. But I see that someone is far away right now. They're at a distance right now. Just trying to get a bit of sort of, you know, perspective. Reevaluating everything, thinking everything over, that sort of thing. You're very, very guarded, Aquarius. You don't trust people right now. I feel like someone here is very dishonest when it comes to their emotions and their feelings. So when I see the Hangman, this tells me the reason why somebody feels stuck is because they need to make some sort of change in their life. They need to sacrifice something. It could be materialistic things. It could be codependency. It could be a bondage, an old self, an old life. There's something here that someone needs to let go of so they don't feel stagnant anymore. Also, this is about looking at things from a different perspective. They literally just feel stuck right now, like they're at a dead end, hanging. I feel that you're weighing things up right now. You're weighing up the pros and the cons and the possibilities here. Possibly you want to make sure that something is legit. Got a very sort of arrogant, egotistical energy there with that Emperor. Also, this is someone that likes to have things in order. You know, they're very sort of, it's like type of energy I get here. It's like somebody always has to have the last word. Someone always has to be in control. Very, very alpha male. Very arrogant, controlling, possessive, jealous. And I just feel like you're holding back at the moment. Or your anger, you're holding it back. Because you don't want to give them the satisfaction. If you were with this person, you know, whether it was a connection, whether it was a relationship, it could have been a marriage, whatever it was, I feel like they didn't like it when you went out with your friends. They could be spying on you, insecure. Someone's got a bit of insecurity here. You can be a little bit manipulative. A very strong personality. Could be a toxic home environment here as well. Yeah, you're going to go with your gut instincts on this one. Like I said, you're listening to your own judgment here. There's been a lot of drama, you know, a lot of stress. Very dominant energy, this Emperor. Get some more messages, please, for Aquarius. Get some more messages for Aquarius. Get Get some more messages for Aquarius. What you're focused on right now is your own happiness, your own emotional fulfillment, freedom, liberation, independence. Okay, you've got the Sun, Leo energy again. Again, you don't want anyone to dim your light. You know, you don't want anyone to come along and sort of rain down on your parade. This is about health. This is about vitality, boundaries, embracing your inner child, traveling, wanting to be far away right now. Possibly you're trying to get away from this male, this strong male energy here, this person. The Sun card's very positive, very good omen. You know, blessings are on the horizon, stability, remaining balanced, remaining focused. You know, just that abundance, those blessings coming in. I just feel like someone's in the way here. There could be something going in your favour here, because we're having the Justice card. Unexpected twist, unexpected turnaround. I feel like someone is trying to free themselves or break free from a cycle or a situation that isn't good for them. Possibly a karmic situation. This is also about achievements, accomplishments, victories, success, goals, something like that. Somebody wants to take the leap of faith here. Yeah, they want to start something new, something fresh, go on a new adventure, pursue their heart's desires, their passions, their wishes. Because at the bottom of the deck, guys, we've got the Fool. So someone's definitely trying to break free from something that is not good for them. Look, toxic, destructive. Very, very dominant, this male energy. And guarded. He looks like he looks like he doesn't do games. He's all sort of hard as nails. Like I said, alpha male. Something good's going to come out of this, Aquarius, because you've got the Sun in your reading, okay? Light being brought to a situation, a breakthrough, a peak, positive results. Someone's going to be breaking free from something, because we're having the Fool here. So whatever it is that you're trying to manifest here, keep going. Possibly you're trying to cut someone off here, trying to release them, block them out of your life. Someone's definitely turned their back on something. Could be something to do with someone's family, someone's children, someone's home environment. Could be an older male. You could be dealing with an older male, someone older than you. Just be careful of someone that's trying to get in the way of somebody's happiness. They could be a bit jealous, a bit envious. Possibly someone is stuck on someone, they won't let them go. They're heavily spying on them, obsessively gathering information about them. With this Page of Swords, spying. I don't feel that you want to let your guard down at the moment. They could be getting information about you from friends, trying to see what you're doing, you know, keeping an eye on you, keeping tabs on you. Also with this Justice card, also this is about doing yourself a justification, you know, being true to who you are. Believing in yourself, like I said with this Magician. Someone's making you feel stagnant and stuck here. Bit of a, like a male leader presence there. Any more want to come out for Aquarius? Any more want to come out for Aquarius? Any more want to come out for Aquarius? I just feel like you want to move away from this person so you can go towards better things. You know, something better's waiting to be born here. Could be a job promotion, could be a career change. Something to do with the court of law, the justice system. Do we need to know anything else? Anything else for Aquarius? If I'm honest, this person looks quite toxic. Very arrogant. Could someone here be very in and out of your life here, Aquarius? Very inconsistent, very backwards and forwards. 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, fire energy again. So the communication was very backwards and forwards, right? In and out. Possibly you're dealing with a player, someone that is not very committal, that's not very secure. They're very insecure, I'd say that. Like I said, possibly you're going to be getting some sort of news, something to do with work, and it's going to involve travelling. I see travelling going on here. It's going to make you, something here is going to make you very happy. So there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always a bright side to a situation, Aquarius, okay? It's not all, you know, doom and gloom. There's always a positive. You know, balance being restored, justice being done. Walking away from things that don't emotionally fulfill you. Listening to your intuition. Pursuing things. This person looks very confrontational. Very angry. Very bad-tempered. Could be someone's dad here interfering. Just possibly, not all of you. Just feel like someone could be like they spy on someone's workplace, or when they go out somewhere with their friends, or when they're at work, they spy on them or ask people about them. They're very insecure, very jealous. Just be careful, because I'm picking up a bit of false masks energy. I'm picking up a bit of deception. Just be careful, not all of you. Someone has a hard time holding their temper. Yeah, that's it. They've got a bad temper. Yeah. But something good is going to come out of this, Aquarius. Okay? Something positive. So keep your spirits up. There is definitely some sort of news coming towards you. Possibly starting up your own business, something like that. That's going to be cause for celebration. Yeah, so overall it's quite a good reading. You know, like the outcome. Yeah, you're travelling somewhere distant. Somewhere far away. You could be finding out a truth here, a revelation. Maybe you're owed some money, something like that. Also, this is about taming any resentful feelings, you know, any anger that you've got towards anyone else and yourself. So that's something to take into account here, Aquarius. So I think I've covered everything that wanted to come out for you. I hope it was insightful. I hope it helps for some of you. Okay? Sending you all lots of love, and I'll see you again in January. Bye, Aquarius.